She's mouthy, she's fast, she's got game. Welcome to Fast Paced Lace, where the mic is hot and the pace never quits. Hello, hoop lovers and high flyers. Welcome back to Fast Paced Lace, the podcast where women's basketball gets the sassy spotlight it deserves. I'm your host, Lacey, ready to dribble through the dazzling details of the 2025 NCAA women's basketball season. From championship thrills to record-breaking spills, we have it all. So lace up those sneakers or stilettos and let's dive in. This season was nothing short of spectacular, culminating in a championship game that had us all on the edge of our seats. The UConn Huskies reclaimed their throne by defeating the South Carolina Gamecocks with a commanding lead of 82-59 victory, securing their 12th national title and first since 2016. Freshman sensation Sarah Strong was a force to be reckoned with, delivering an all-around performance with 24 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 blocks, and 2 steals, while senior star Paige Bueckers added 17 points, capping off her collegiate career with the championship she'd long been chasing. Azzi Fudd also shone brightly, contributing 24 points and earning the most outstanding player honors for the Final Four. Now, you know I love an athlete spotlight, and this week I couldn't decide because there were 3 standout stars. First, Paige Bueckers. Paige's journey has been one of the resilience and brilliance of all time. Overcoming injuries, she led the Huskies with an average of 20 points per game, shooting an impressive 53.9% from the field. Her leadership and skill have solidified her status as a top prospect for the upcoming WNBA Draft. And don't worry, we're going to get into that. Now, freshman Sarah Strong has been making waves this year. She has averaged 16.2 points and 8.7 rebounds per game, with a field goal percentage of 58.4. Her versatility and tenacity on the court earned her the WPCA Freshman of the Year award. Go girl! Lastly, Azzi Fudd. Azzi returned from an injury to make a significant impact, averaging 17.5 points per game during the NCAA tournament. Her sharp shooting and defensive prowess were pivotal in UConn's championship run. As we've seen this season, there were several players etched their names into the record books. Notably, Paige Bueckers scored a career-high 40 points against Oklahoma, leading UConn to their Elite Eight. Such performances not only elevated this team, but also set new benchmarks in women's college basketball. Now, even the best have their off moments, and this season provided its share of lighthearted bloopers. From players celebrating a shot that didn't quite beat the buzzer to unexpected mascot interventions, these moments reminded us of the joy and unpredictability of the game. Because remember, it's all a part of the fun. Now, we have to touch on the recovery room, and from injury to impact, Paige Bueckers and JuJu Watkins are our top prospects. So welcome back to the recovery room, the fast-paced league segment. Welcome back to the recovery room, the fast-paced lace segment where we lace up our sneakers and dive deep into rehab trenches, because behind every triumphant athlete is a story of resilience, healing, and a serious grit. Paige Bueckers, our comeback queen. Let's talk Paige for a second. The senior UConn guard didn't just return, she resurrected. After suffering a torn ACL in her left knee during an off-season pickup game in 2022, many doubted whether Paige would even reclaim her dominance. But fast forward to 2025, and she's cutting down the nets in Cleveland after helping UConn snag its 12th national title. Not only is she legendary, but she is my ultimate girl crush. You heard it here first. Her recovery was long, grueling, and full of unknowns. Paige missed the entire 2022-2023 season, but she didn't just rehab, she re-engineered her entire game. According to interviews from UConn Media Day and post-game pressers, Paige focused heavily on strength and conditioning, particularly building stability in both knees and improving her overall athleticism. She worked closely with team doctors and physical therapists for over a year, focusing on 3 critical pillars. Balance work, using Bosu balls and wobble boards to retain her knee's sensory system. doing low-impact cardio like anti-gravity treadmill sessions to maintain fitness without the re-injury risk, and mind-body connection, including guided visualization to picture her comeback. Paige even admitted she journaled daily during her rehab. In her own words, quote, "There were nights I didn't think I'd make it back the same, but I promised myself I'd come back better, not just prove something to the world, but to myself," end quote. And she did just that, averaging 20 points per game this season, shooting a career best of 53.9 from the field, and showing off newfound physicality and mental fortitude. Her game evolved, not just returned. And now she's headed to the WNBA. Now let's take a look at JuJu. We have to admit she's another elite baller mid-recovery mode. USC's Phenom tore her ACL during the second game of the NCAA tournament, just as the Trojans were heating up. The injury was devastating, not just for her team's momentum, but for the entire women's college basketball world. Watkins had been electric all season long, averaging 27.1 points and 7.2 rebounds, and was a top NIL earner, gracing commercials, magazine covers, and TikTok highlight reels on the regular. I don't know about you, but she was all over my FYP. Following the injury, JuJu immediately underwent surgery in late March and issued a statement just days later. Quote, "This setback will not define me. I'm more motivated than ever. I will be back stronger, smarter, and hungrier." Go JuJu. Her offseason will evolve around a year-long ACL recovery plan that includes early-stage quad activation and mobility exercises to prevent muscle loss, hydrotherapy sessions for joint-friendly resistance training, basketball IQ training like film study and mental reps to stay sharp, leadership development as she's expected to become a vocal mentor for the Trojans during her rehab period. The media initially speculated whether she might enter the WNBA draft injured, but JuJu quickly shut it down, posting on Instagram, quote, "Trojan fam, I'm not done. The comeback starts now." So yeah, expect a recharged JuJu Watkins in 2026, maybe even a stronger one. In both cases, we see the physical and emotional cost of greatness, but we also see what makes women's hoops so compelling: the resilience, the grace under pressure, and the comebacks. Their injuries don't define them, their response does, and that's what makes fast-paced lace material. So coming up next, we hit the WNBA mock draft, where Bueckers is a top pick buzz, and JuJu's future, it remains golden, even from the sidelines. As the 2025 WNBA Draft approaches on April 14th, teams are meticulously evaluating top talent to bolster their rosters. Here's an overview of the top 8 NCAA women's basketball prospects and their projected landing spots, along with insights into Las Vegas Aces draft plans and an outlook for their 2025-2026 season, because you know we have to keep it local. Top 8 NCAA women's basketball draft prospects, starting with number 1, Paige Bueckers, guard, UConn. Her projected team, the Dallas Wings. Bueckers is widely anticipated to be the first overall pick, bringing her exceptional scoring and playmaking abilities to Dallas. Her addition aims to elevate the Wings' backcourt alongside Irique. Number 2, Dominique Malanga, center from France. Projected team, the Seattle Storm. At 6'6", Malanga offers a formidable presence in the paint. Her international experience make her a valuable asset for the Storm's rebuilding efforts. Number 3, Sonia Citron, a guard from Notre Dame. The projected team, Washington Mystics. Citron's versatility and sharpshooting address the Mystics' need for a perimeter scoring, complementing their existing roster. Number 4, Kiki Irifan, a forward at USC. Projected team, Washington Mystics. Irifan's athleticism and scoring ability in the post provide the Mystics with a dynamic front court option, enhancing their offensive versatility. Number 5, Anissa Morrow, a forward at LSU. Projected team, the Golden State Valkyries. Oh, with my girl Kate. We miss you, Kate. Morrow's consistent double-double performances make her an ideal cornerstone for the Valkyries as they build their inaugural roster. Number 6, Cheyenne Sellers, a guard from Maryland. Projected team, Chicago Sky. Sellers' defensive tenacity and playmaking skills align with the Sky's emphasis on a robust backcourt with their top-notch leader, Angel Reese. Number 7, Svitka, forward from Slovenia. Projected team, Dallas Wings. Svitka's size and skill set provide depth to the Wings' front court contemplating their existing lineup. Now, for the Las Vegas Aces draft strategy and their 2026 season outlooks. The Aces enter the 2025 draft without a first-round pick following a league penalty that rescinded their selection due to violations of the WNBA policies. Their first selection comes at number 13 in the second round. Some off-season moves: they had an acquisition of Jewel Lloyd, yay! In a notable 3-team trade, the Aces acquired 2-team WNBA champion Jewel Lloyd from the Seattle Storm. This move bolsters their backcourt with an experienced and dynamic scorer. The trade of Kelsey Plum, which we're still all recovering from, was part of the same trade. The Aces sent Kelsey Plum to the Los Angeles Sparks. This strategic decision reflects the Aces' intent to reshape their dynamic roster. But we will see her when they come back to Vegas. Some draft and season strategy. With the number 13 pick, and the Aces aim to identify a prospect who can provide immediate depth and contribute off the bench. Potential targets include Serena Sandell, a guard from Kansas State, a versatile guard known for her playmaking and defensive skills. Another potential target is Maddie Westbeld, forward at Notre Dame, a forward with a strong shooting touch and rebounding ability. The Aces' offseason moves and draft strategy indicate a focus on maintaining their competitive edge in the league. By integrating seasoned talent like Lloyd and targeting impactful rookies, they aim to remain strong contenders in the 25-26 season. As the draft approaches, the Aces' selection and their roster adjustments will be pivotal in shaping their trajectory for the upcoming season. Now, a fun game I like to do is Smash or Pass with the top 5 popular female basketball athletes of 2025. And in this context, Smash means we're all in admiration, and Pass means we acknowledge their talent, but we might not be as captivated. Number 5, Sarah Strong. Smash, a freshman phenom with a bright future ahead and a championship already under her belt. Azzy Fudd, smash again. Her sharpshooting and clutch performances keep us cheering, and again, a championship under her belt. Anissa Morrow, definite smash, dominating the boards and setting records. What's not to love? JuJu Watkins. She's a definite smash. Despite the injury-shortening season, her marketability remains so high. And lastly, Paige Bueckers. If you know, you know. She's a definite smash. Her on-court prowess and off-court charisma make her a fan favorite. And let me tell you, I'm her number 1 fan. Now, before we wrap up, I want to transfer into a little bit of talk about the transfer portal madness and moves that shocked the game. Which transfer shocked you the most this year, and who's now a championship sleeper? Also, who's your number 1 pick for the 2025 WNBA Draft, and who's getting slept on? Now, for a final recap, in conclusion, reflection, hype, gratitude, everything that we've done, what was your favorite moment of the 2025 NCAA women's basketball season? And who's your early pick for the 2026 championship? As we close out this episode, let's take one last look at what made the 2025 NCAA women's basketball season unforgettable. From dominant championship runs to future WNBA stars rising right before our eyes, we witnessed a season of resilience, of redemption, and of raw elite-level talent. Paige Bueckers capped off her college legacy not just with points on the board, but with poise, grit, and a long-awaited ring, becoming the ultimate comeback queen. Sarah Strong exploded onto the scene, proving the hype was real, while Azzy Fudd showed us that elite shooters don't fade, they just reload. We saw viral highlights and viral bloopers, tears, trophies, transfers, and viral TikToks that were absolutely hysterical. And through it all, the women's game stood taller, louder, and prouder. Despite media gaps and streaming disparities, fans showed up and tuned in, proving there is a demand, there is money, and there is a movement behind women's hoops. And if you're still doubting it, you're super late to the party, bro. The WNBA Draft is about to bring the heat, with Paige, Kiki, Anissa, and more ready to shake up the league. Teams like Las Vegas Aces are plotting big returns, while the Valkyries are setting up their inaugural seasons. Trades are reshaping the league, and fans are locking in. We're not just watching history, we're rewriting it. So whether you're new to women's basketball or laced in from the start, remember, this isn't a trend, it's a takeover. So thanks for rocking with me. This is Fast Paced Lace, your bold, unapologetic home for women's sports. Be sure to rate, follow, and share this episode and meet me in the comments because we have tons to talk about. And don't forget, what was your favorite moment from this season and who were you watching? Until next time, thanks for tuning in. We will be covering an episode with Nick Long. Unfortunately, we had technical difficulties and had to reschedule his episodes. Now you just get a surprise drop of the 2025 hoop highlights and high heels. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.